Hey ladies, and welcome back to Lady with Vestina. Let's talk. Yeah, it's okay to be selfish. And you're probably thinking, wow, that's selfish. Well, yeah, but here's the thing. We all need to be selfish. And the reason why I really subscribe to this thought process, when you think about, I always go back to this analogy when I talk about self-care, um, is about that glass half empty and the glass half full. I'm a firm believer that you need to do your level best to give out of your overflow. And what that means is that if you continue to give out of a half empty glass to everyone and everything, at some point that glass is going to become empty. And then what happens? That could mean your spiritual, that could mean your emotional health, that could mean your mental health, your physical health, whatever you can apply that to. I think the same idea applies. And so it's important for you to be selfish in terms of making sure you understand who you are, what your needs are. Because if you're not okay, how are you able to effectively help others? Even on a plane, they tell you if a plane is going down, the first thing you need to do is put that mask on yourself and then help others. I think sometimes, especially being a pastor's wife or just a woman, a mother, a lot of times you you give so much to the point where it's like, and you accept that role. You accept that role because, by nature, and some may dispute that we're nurturers. We want to take care of everyone. We want to take care of everything. But sometimes we sacrifice our own personal health, our own personal well-being. And what I have found, and I'm going to, and I remember my mother, who I've mentioned that she has since passed, and she passed at 46 years old. One of the things she told me when I was younger, much early on, that she said that you're not selfish enough. And I didn't understand that. But as I get older, and I think sometimes, it's interesting how people perceive me in my real life, if you will, as this stoic, kind of like no nonsense, this, that, and the third. Um, but what's interesting is that the difference with me is that I do my best to give out of a full cup. Because the only person that knows what my full cup is me. And you know how I know when my cup is full and then I can give more effectively and more efficiently, take care of those that I love, is that when I start feeling overwhelmed, when I start feeling like, okay, something's not right, then I have to sometimes just pull away. And also, as part of my personality of being an introvert. And then sometimes people don't know what, I guess they get put off by that, especially when you're a pastor's wife, is that people don't understand that introverts really get drained by outside external stimuli. I have to actually like pull away from my life, if you will, so I can re-energize, refocus, because I get to a point where it's just like I keep going, going, going. And everybody is different. Everybody has a different walk of life. Everybody has a different capacity. Know your capacity. Don't let other people tell you what your capacity is. If the thing is that just because you can do X, Y, and Z, and you can take on this, and you can be every place and be everything to everyone, maybe that's a call on your life to be that, and you do it beautifully, and you do it seamlessly, and you make it look easy. Not everyone's like that, and you need to know what your capacity is. And it, I think, is more effective, and I think is better to know where you operate at your optimum, not what other people think you should do. And that's where we get caught up. We get caught up in what people say, how people judge you on how you try to navigate your life, and how you have to be okay with yourself. And the thing is, we don't need to explain to others what we need to take care of ourselves. But know this, you need to understand what is your capacity. How do I operate in my optimum? And whether that's your physical, your mental, your emotional, your spiritual, whatever that looks like to you, we should all try to strive to have things in balance and try to operate at our optimum. Because when you're operating at your optimum, then you can give. You can give to others. You can give selflessly, without sacrificing who you are. Because I've seen too many people get to a certain part in their life where they lose themselves, that they don't know what happened. I gave myself to the kids. I gave myself to my husband. I gave myself to this. And then they sit back and feel underappreciated. But then the question is, whose fault is that? Sometimes you just got to sit back and say, okay, what is my capacity? It's okay to be selfish sometimes. And being selfish is all about making sure you're okay so that you can give to others. So that's my thought for today, ladies. And once again, let your light shine, but make sure, know what your wattage is. Know what your wattage is. Because if you're plugging your wattage into something, and I don't even know how to fix this analogy up, but when you stick a bulb into a light socket that is not the right wattage, it's probably going to explode. So yes, that has happened before. It's like, oh, I didn't read the instructions. I didn't know what the capacity was for that particular element. So that's what I'm saying, guys. Just make sure that you be honest with yourself. No, and then it's all about the navel gazing, staring at like, okay, Lord, why am I feeling this way? Just take a moment away. Take a moment to see what that's all about. And then he'll let you know, and he'll let you know how to navigate those things. And then some people may be put off by it. Some people may judge you. Some people may say that, oh my gosh, well, let them do what they do. It's about you making sure you're at your best so that you can help be the best for others. So once again, let your light shine and like this video and share. Please share this video and consider subscribing to this channel. So until next time, bye ladies.